Hello and welcome everybody to another vlog. It's a sunny Sunday here in the Netherlands, but we've got a very strong wind. And so what I've decided to do is take a run out to one of the local beauty spots. Not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but I think it's called Rietdiephaven. And it's the coloured houses, which are very famous for photography. So if the wind doesn't make it too difficult, I'm going to see what we can get today. Now I have been here before, so I do know the location. But I also know that the conditions today aren't going to be ideal. It's not the kind of location where you can wait for sunset. And excuse the strength of the wind here, it's probably obscuring my voice. But yes, going back to what I was saying, it's not a sunset location at this time of year, the middle of winter, because the sun sets behind the buildings, and although it's pointing in the right direction, it doesn't cast good light onto the subject matter, which you will see when we get there. So it's early afternoon, just after lunch, and so the sun is going to be higher in the sky, and what I'm hoping is we can capture the houses with some nice sunlight on them. But it might be a bit harsh. We'll have to wait and see. But it is very hard work in the wind. And I am riding into a headwind at the moment. While the Netherlands may well be one of the flattest countries in the world, it's also one of the windiest. And that's why you get Dutch cyclists in the Tour de France, that's why they're so strong. Because while they might not have the hills to train in, they train in this horrendous wind. And having ridden both hills in my home county of Yorkshire, and then come to the flatlands of the Netherlands, I can tell you without a doubt which is the hardest. And it's not the hills of Yorkshire. And I'm almost being blown off the bike here, weaving all over the road with the wind. I'm told there are about 75 kilometers an hour wind gusts, so pretty strong. Just got to be careful. What you have to do when the wind is blowing is just turn the bike into them, so you're facing them head on, so that you're not blown sideways. Which is a bit difficult when you're on a narrow cycle path. But it just so happens I am riding directly into the headwind. I haven't been able to get outside much because of the weather. I mean, this is one of the few nice days we've had. And I say nice day with a touch of irony because the wind is making it difficult, but at least it's dry. But I'll say it's dry. This morning we had torrential rain, so We should get some nice clouds in the sky, but they are clearing. And I think it's going to be another cold night. It was below freezing early this morning, so I think when the wind blows the clouds away, we'll have another cold night. And I actually think this wind is so strong that I'm going to have to put some weight onto the tripod to make sure that we don't get blown over today. But this is a nice roll out to the location. It's away from the main roads, as you can see, mostly on cycle paths, and it's quite a nice ride in its own right. It's about 5 kilometres, so 10-kilometre round trip. But it's almost all away from the traffic, so and we're just coming up to the university campus now, or one of the university campuses. And you can probably hear Google Maps giving me directions. Although I've been here before, I don't trust myself to find the best way. So I'm using Google Maps to help me out there.
Slight left, then turn right onto the ramp.
And now we have to cross the main road. Let's see what we can do here.
Turn right onto the ramp.
I think we'll cheat a bit. There we go. Now this is a nice area, as I say, to come, even if you're not doing photography, but for photographers, there's some interesting subjects here. Now that dickhead got a bit close on his bike. One of the things I love and I hate about cycling in the Netherlands is that we actually have to share the cycle paths with idiots like that on scooters. And I don't agree with it. I think they should use the roads. Got another one coming towards me now. And they should be made to use the roads. There's no reason why they can't do so. But for some reason they've deemed that they can share the cyclist towpaths, and I just if you're gonna have an accident, that's where you're gonna have an accident more than likely, with one of those fools. Okay, we're nearly there now anyway. Now normally I would come to a location like this either at sunrise or at sunset, because it's a really beautiful location. But as I've already explained, and you will see once we get there, the light just doesn't hit the houses if you wait for sunset. Which is a shame, really.
Turn right, then turn left.
And I will probably return later in the summer and do what's called a blue hour photo, which is the time of day after the sun has gone down. So here we are, you can see the marina just ahead of us. It's probably going to be very busy because it's a Sunday afternoon, and I would have thought there's going to be plenty of people there. Probably not a lot of people taking pictures, although I'm sure you will have some. But here we are. Now, you're not officially allowed to go onto the piers, which I think would give you the best pictures. But as I say, I have previously scouted out this location, and I do know the best spot to get the picture I need or I want. And I'm going to be using polarizer and ND filters to try and smooth out the water. We'll try a few different techniques. Here we go. Now I'm going to keep my bike away from the edge because of the wind. Would hate it to get blown into the water. In fact, it might be sensible. Yeah, let's okay, the light is about as good as we're going to get it. It hasn't yet set. Now I turn around and you can see the problem. There you can see the sun, and it's just about to go behind these buildings. So if anything, I'm only just in time to maybe get this shot. So I'm going to have to be quick setting it all up.